Hello, Point Pleasant, and happy Friday. I'm sports reporter Dominic Polio, bringing you another episode of the Ocean Star Sports Show. This week, we've got soccer and football, so let's jump right into it with Point Boro Boys Soccer, who hosted Manasquan last Friday in the quarterfinal round of the state tournament. Let's check it out. It was some physical Friday afternoon soccer when Point Boro hosted Manasquan in the quarterfinal round of the South Jersey Group 2 state tournament. It was an intense game from start to finish, but the Warriors prevailed, upsetting the higher-seeded Panthers 2-1. Point Boro had a couple opportunities 9 minutes in, but the Warriors took advantage on a counterattack, and Manasquan's Bo Bradley went the distance to score a breakaway goal for an early lead. Then, in the 26th minute, Point Boro answered on a corner kick from Mason Pitts. Captain Sam Monaco gets his head on the ball, and watch as it gets wedged between Bradley and the goalpost. The ball actually crossed the goal line before being secured by Bradley, and the game was tied at 1. It would remain that way to close out the first half. 14 minutes into the second half, the Warriors utilized another counterattack. This time, it's Aaron Kosienski who goes upper 90 for the 1-goal lead. Point Boro had a couple chances in the closing minutes of the game, including this corner that Monaco gets his head on. Brian Corner, Manasquan's goalie, was just able to get a hand on the ball for the critical save. The Warriors were able to hold on to upset Point Boro 2-1. It's always tough to lose a big game like that on your home field, especially by 1 goal, but the Panthers fought till the very end. Don't let the loss take anything away from the season that they produced, which was great from start to finish. Let's transition from Point Boro Boys Soccer to Point Beach Boys Soccer, who traveled to take on the top-seeded Shore Regional in the quarterfinal round of the state tournament. Let's see who came out on top. The Point Beach Boys Soccer team season came to a close Friday when they fell to top-seeded Shore Regional 1-0 in the Central Jersey Group 1 state tournament. Despite the loss on the road, it was the Garnet Gulls' best game of soccer all season. Ryan Franzoni was a beast in goal for Point Beach and really kept them in the game throughout. He made save after save and directed the defense as the game wore on. Let's check out some of his work. He truly was fearless in goal all game. It wasn't until the 31st minute that Shore was able to score on this cross and header for the only goal of the game. Point Beach played hard and fought till the very end, but Shore Regional held on to beat the Gulls 1-0 and move on in the tournament. It's never easy ending the season in a close game like that, but Point Beach did have an admirable season and played hard till the very end. Let's transition over to Point Beach girls soccer as they hosted South River in the state tournament last Thursday. Let's see who came out on top. The Garnet Gulls girls soccer team hosted South River in the quarterfinal round of the Central Jersey Group 1 state tournament Thursday. In dominant fashion, Point Beach took care of their opponent 6-0. Reagan Gould got things started for her first of 4 goals. Less than a minute later, she hit again for her second and an early Beach lead. Next up for Point Beach is Michaela Hughes, who split 2 South River defenders and ripped this beauty of a shot over the South River goalie and into the net. Gould's hat trick then came on a perfect pass from teammate Lauren Colwine. Watch here and you can see the moment Gould takes off, knowing that Colwine would play her the ball. Gould finishes strong, and Point Beach goes into the half up 4-0. In the second half, it was Gould again who gets a foot on a cross from Hannah Malcolm. The Garnet Gulls' final goal of the game came after Brooke Perna tried to make her way along the end line. A South River defender got her foot on the ball, which only served as an assist for Beach's Nicole Sharkey, who one-timed it into the net. The Gulls played fast and hard to earn their way into the semifinal round of the tournament. It was another great win at home for the Garnet Gulls. Unfortunately, they fell to 2-seeded Metuchen in the following round of the tournament. They lost the game 1-0, but they had a great season, and it was a pleasure covering your team. Now let's take a look at Point Boro girls soccer as they continued play in the South Jersey Group 2 state tournament. I've got 2 game highlights for you, the quarterfinal round and the semifinal round. Let's take a look. Here we enter the second half of Point Boro versus Delran in the quarterfinal round of the South Jersey Group 2 state tournament. At halftime, Boro is holding on to a 3-1 lead, but Delran wanted back in. 6 minutes into the half, they scored to bring the game within 1, but each time Delran got close, Boro would answer to stay out in front. Wondolowski fought between 3 defenders and the goalie for this goal and a 4-2 lead. With 27 minutes left in the game, Delran utilized a corner for another goal. Boro goalie Amy Zaleski actually had her hands on the ball before a Delran player used her chest to knock it out and into the net. The goal did not matter much because soon after it was Julia Fitzsimmons who put in this sliding effort to turn a goalie miscalculation into Boro's 5th and final goal. The Panthers win 5-3 and hosted Cinnamonson in the semifinal round on Monday. It was a low-scoring affair that saw a total of 3 goals. The first belonged to Wondolowski with 5 minutes left in the first half. In the thick of things, she managed to put the ball in the net. But then 5 minutes into the second half, and Cinnamonson returns the favor with a goal on a corner kick, and we're tied up. Regulation ended tied at 1, and we head to overtime. The final goal of the game came in the final minute and was set up with this series. Rachel Bailey moves the ball upfield only to be fouled for a Boro set piece. Amy Burnquist rips a shot that Cinnamonson's goalie just gets a hand on in exchange for a Boro corner. That corner leads to the final score, so just sit back and watch the magic unfold. And there you have it. Point Boro moves on to the final round of the tournament with a 2-1 victory. I mean, it doesn't get any better than overtime, and it doesn't get any better than that goal by Devin Wondolowski. What a finish to a great game. Point Boro earned their way into the final round against 8-seeded West Deptford. Highlights of that championship game will be in next Friday's Ocean Star Sports Show. Let's take a look at our final highlight as the Point Boro Panther football team fought for a share of the B South Division title. The Point Boro football squad battled it out Saturday with Lakewood for a share of the B South Division title. The game came down to a handful of key plays from the Panthers, who ended up on top 14-13. Lakewood standout athlete Amir Tyler scored first on a 2-yard run, but it was his only large contribution of the game. Lakewood notched the extra kick to close out the first quarter, up 7-0. The Panthers answered on their next drive with a 33-yard run from quarterback Noah Husak. Colin Ansbach was good between the uprights, and we've got a tie game at halftime. Halfway through the third quarter, though, a small mishap, and Jaquel Hunter scoops the loose ball and goes 65 yards the other way for the score and the lead. Now here comes key play number 1 as Gene Francischini blocks the extra point to keep Lakewood's lead to 6. Then, with a little over 3 minutes left in the game, Lakewood punts the ball to Devin Connolly, who returns it from his own 25 to Lakewood's half of the field. A quick pass to Connolly gains some ground, and then a defensive pass interference puts Boro at the 16-yard line. They run the ball down to the 2 before Husak sneaks it in to tie the game. The first extra point attempt from Ansbach is thwarted by a Lakewood penalty. He chooses to re-kick from the same spot and drills the extra point for the lead. On the ensuing kickoff, a pack of Panthers take down Tyler for key play number 2. With less than a minute to go, Lakewood takes to the air on their final drive. The first pass falls incomplete, and it's second down. Now, key play number 3, and the most important, a deep ball up the middle. And it's Francischini with the interception. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, your B South champions, the Point Boro Panthers. Congratulations to the Point Boro football team on getting a share of the B South Division title, especially the sophomores that were there when the team was 1-9, and now you're champs. Feels pretty good. Well, that's it. That's all the highlights I have for you for this week. But remember, there's always more in the newspaper, so pick up your copy of the November 13th issue of the Ocean Star. You can follow me on Twitter at DomPolio. Again, that's at DOMPOLLIO. Once again, I'd like to thank you for checking out the show. I wish you a happy Friday and look forward to you guys coming back next week. Reporting for Star News Group, I'm Dominic Polio.